New from the I-Team tonight, a federal judge has dismissed a lawsuit against Gwinnett County jailers. It accused them of using special restraint chairs to subject inmates to, quote, sadistic pain. Now, attorneys for those inmates argued that the chairs were often brought in to punish inmates rather than to protect them from self-harm.
Well, Fox 5 I-Team reporter Randy Travis says violent jailhouse videos using those chairs have already prompted some changes.
By the time the camera starts rolling, a hungry Justin Shuford had already banged a metal partition, hoping to get a jailer's attention. He got more than he bargained for.
If you watch the video, you can clearly see that I wasn't trying to harm myself.
8 minutes actually go by with Shuford sitting quietly in his cell. Then this happens. The jail's rapid response team slams Shuford into a restraint chair. A decision by the jail duty sergeant to prevent Shuford from damaging public property or hurting himself. The RRT is specially trained to handle unruly inmates. They eventually leave Shuford facing the cell wall, strapped in the chair for nearly 4 hours, all for banging his hand one time.
Shuford argued the jail violated his civil rights and, along with 3 other former Gwinnett inmates, sued in federal court. But this month a judge threw out the case, citing a legitimate need for the application of force.
Nobody's safe if we can't make an inmate behave in a jail situation. We have inmates that come in here on alcohol, drugs, with mental problems that you can't control without the use of force.
I'm going to sue the out of you and you and you.
A Fox 5 I-Team analysis of dozens of restraint chair videos found examples of inmates clearly trying to hurt themselves or cause damage to their cell. Often someone suffering from a mental illness winds up first in a local jail, leaving personnel with the challenge of how to deal with them without putting anyone's safety at risk. But in some videos, the jail used restraint chairs on people like Justin Shuford, an inmate with no drug, alcohol, or mental illness issues, someone who seemed calm and compliant, yet still wound up strapped down for hours.
You look at that and you say, well, why did you need the RRT when the guy was already quiet?
Right, and that's something we've changed since this lawsuit and since you're airing some of the video footage and asking that question.
Last year, the Gwinnett jail logged 458 use of force reports out of 40,000 inmates. Sheriff Conway says his people now work harder to capture the original bad behavior on camera.
Those videos don't look good to the untrained eye.
In his ruling dismissing the lawsuit, federal judge Steve Jones said, even though some inmates had calmed down before the video started, there is evidence in the record that inmates exhibiting self-harming behavior once are likely to do it again. The judge also found it made no difference the RRT had a slogan written on their training room wall, "Execute with extreme violence." And after our investigation aired, someone added, F. Randy Travis.
But they won't do that again, I promise you.
No more writing on the whiteboard?
Not about Randy Travis.
Well, you know, sticks and stones, right?
Right.
In Lawrenceville, Randy Travis, Fox 5 News.
Well, John Sikala, one of the attorneys for the former inmates, says they will appeal the judge's decision to dismiss the lawsuit.